I guess that'll work. What is going on, everybody? It's your oh so glorious and beloved Miss Feller. Oh boy, yeah, it's been a little while since I did a live stream, maybe a week or so. So I just wanted to chit chat with you guys, see how your Christmas went, your Hanukkah, your whatever. See how everyone's doing, staying on the up and up. This is my way of reaching out to the world. It's my personal therapy, and I do enjoy talking with utter strangers. So, it's weird. I don't know, like, it's easy when it's live streaming because it's like it's not real. Like, I consciously know that there's someone else on the end of it, but there's that disconnect brought on by technology to where it's like not a real thing. Because in person, day to day, I actively avoid crowds. I avoid having to make social interactions. In the times where I do go out in public, and I've said this before, like, I pretend that I'm deaf. If someone like I'll be at the store and someone wants me to grab something for them off the shelf, it's even if I know they're capable of doing it on their own, especially, I'll pretend sign language and then like they leave me alone. And I just prefer that, which it's not I actively know it's not the nicest thing to do, not the most polite, but it helps me because I don't have to deal with other people. Weird thing to put out there, I guess. How are you guys doing? Christmas was mellow. Christmas was good. Got New Year's coming up, and then we will be in 2020. Hooray! I don't know what my plans are for New Year's at all. I don't really think we have any. Just gonna stay at the house, hang out, watch the ball drop kind of deal. It's gonna be nice. Nice because it's mellow, it's quiet, just how I like it. I'm trying to think, historically, over the years, has there ever been like a New Year's where I really went out with something? And it's such a weird thing looking back on my life. I'm going to be 30 next year, February. It's coming up, man. The big 3-0. And it's a time to reflect back on my life and kind of look at what experiences have I had. And it's bittersweet. Most of, like, the crazy things I did, I was in the military. And then when I got out, that was its own adventure. It's weird. It's like I don't want to like depress myself looking back at things I missed out on, because that's something that we can all fall into, and it's like a hard reality to face. So I try to be optimistic about it. I try to look back at the memories that I did make, the experiences that I did have, and I try to be content with those. Instead of looking at what I don't have, I try to look at what I do. Not saying that it works super effectively, but I have to be conscious of things and kind of attempt to move in that direction. You hear people all the time saying positivity, good vibes. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's a struggle living in your own head. But you gotta do it, man. You gotta think positively. You gotta push forward, and you keep hearing that all the time, and eventually you get to a point you're just like, what does that even mean? What are you talking about when you say that? And the way that I make sense of it is like, you might feel one way, but you know you might feel a situation's completely screwed. That's how you feel about the situation. You know, when you think about it and you address it and you try to make sense of the madness, you actively know in your mind that it's not as drastic. Like, you know. But there's something about feeling, there's something about emotion, there's something about the chemical reaction that brings forth certain thoughts and feelings based upon internal emotions that can take the most rational thought and just dismiss it completely. Like, it's like, wow, man, like, really? I don't know, I'm just trying to just convey some stuff that's been on my mind recently, so. I'm almost 30, man, and I'm looking towards the future. I'm looking back on accomplishments, experiences mainly. That's the big one, is I'm looking back on experiences, and I'm seeing kind of how those experiences have molded me into who I am today. And it's very bittersweet. It's very, very bittersweet. It's like, I have some good memories. And yeah, my life has taken a very interesting direction, you know? And I try not to get hemmed up on the missed opportunities, the missed experiences, the regrets that I have. You know, it's like, you can sit there and you can say, like, oh, live without regrets, man. Hashtag YOLO swag. And it's like, really? Who can honestly say that they have zero regrets about anything in their lives? Like, I have so many. And I have an interesting way of coping with them, is I ignore them. Dealing with reality face to face is a harrowing experience. To going back to the active, you know, participant in your own life and addressing things right on, and seeing the good, bad, and the indifferent. It's like, wow, man. It's like, regrets are crazy, because you actively look at these things that you bury, that you ignore, and the things that you'd rather not address just because of the emotions that are tied to it, feelings of regret, negativity, this, that, and the other. And it's like, dude, this ain't it, chief. Alright, I do not like the feelings that associate with, like, oh, this is how I feel about something, this is an experience I regret, an opportunity I missed out on, and then you think about it, and it sucks. So to say that, you know, like, live without regrets, man, one of the hardest things for someone to do is to look at their regrets that they have in life, acknowledge it, and then walk away from it, like, to move on. That is something that's like, that takes a lot. It does, and that's something I'm trying to work on, is I'm trying to work on, like, owning my faults, like, acknowledging them, and then being able to move past them as opposed to burying them. And that's not an easy thing for anyone to do. To the person that can do that, to the person that can own their faults, to acknowledge their mishaps in life, and to proceed forward, man, bravo to you, okay? Because that's something that, looking at the whole self-reflection thing, looking at, like, I'm addressing my life. Here's my life before my eyes. Let's address this head on. That's what I'm still working on, and that's a very difficult thing for me. But the fact is that this is something that's always an ongoing thing. Self-improvement is always an ongoing thing. And to the person that can do that, bravo to you, man. You've cracked the code, you know. It's like dealing with things yourself, dealing with yourself is just such a different experience than dealing with the external stuff in life. Like, I can deal with ABC around me and try to address it to the best of my ability, but dealing with something that I know that is on me, you know, it's the whole admission thing. When you have to admit, like, this is your life because of your choices, it's depressing. But to be able to do that and to come out on top, man, I want that. I want to be able to look at my life, acknowledge my life the way it is, and move forward. So burying things, burying emotions, burying regrets, and etc. I don't know how much longer it's going to be going on, but I am trying to address it for my own self-reflection, for my own self-improvement. And that's a long road, and it takes time. What I can do in the meantime is reinforce with myself the accomplishments that I have made. Like the book, for example. 3 years of my life was working on that thing. Yeah, there's some regrets tied to it. Of course there is. Even like the most positive thing in the world that I've done, like my kids, I have regrets associated with them. Not them per se, but just me as a father, wishing that, maybe I could have done this better, maybe I could have done that better, kind of thing. But I'm still proud nonetheless of my boys. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do, is to count the blessings, focus on them, and move forward. I'll take a look at chat just a second. It's kind of like my thing to throw out to the universe is that you are not alone. And it's really hard when people hear that, you're not alone, I'm here. And it's like, dude, there have been some low points in my life where I've tried reaching out to people and got nothing back in return. And it kind of reinforced the whole self-sufficient stuff where it's like I can only rely on myself. I can only take care of things on my own. And over time, it's had a negative impact as well as a positive one. Because I am owning a lot of stuff in my life for myself, the positive outcome is the fact that I am a lot more self-sufficient than I was when I was younger. Because I totally track that. Yeah, like these are things that. Let's see what the chat says. Mace always puts me down there. Okay, yeah, man, that's the shit right there. Self-actualization is hard. Getting on in the world is hard. Life is hard. There's no right way to be, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's slow here in Vegas. Not really. Yeah, so I'm at the point in my life where I need to rely on others, and it's so weird. I'm trying to convey this in a way that will make sense. Well, yeah, it's because I haven't shaved. I guarantee you, if I shave and cut my hair, I usually just let it grow out for the winter, but my hair's kind of gotten to a point where I really don't like it. I don't know why my screen is so dark. Anyway, I'll touch back on this topic in a moment. I'm going into the store, and the last thing I want to talk, I'm not trying to be depressive or anything. I'm trying to convey emotion to y'all. I'm just picking up some Orajel. Got some more updates and stuff about, my dentist is right there. Yeah, so I'm walking. Don't forget, I still gotta turn off Nightbot. Yeah, let me walk into Target and then I'll pick this back up. As for the tasks, I had a pretty big one yesterday, from 1 to 6:30 with my buddy Duncan. And then after that, I had one today, and the client was responsive. Hey, I'm on my way. All right, cool, see you in a minute. 30-minute drive, I get there. Dude doesn't answer, doesn't give me the gate code. I repeatedly talk to him, wait 30 minutes, nothing. So I end up leaving. go. I need the elixir of the gods. New format? Like what, is there a different way to play, or are we talking just the new standard, like has pretty decent mechanics? A lot of the mechanics are kind of being addressed to work with Magic Arena, so some of the more complex things are slowly going away. Wow, dude. Tell me more about what else happened. Pioneer. Oh, wow, that's dope, dude. Just a second, I'm almost out of here.
Hi there. Hi. How are you today?
Butt cheeks. That's funny. Oh.
Remember to grab your receipt. Thanks. See you again soon.
Give me just a second. I'll talk to you in just a second. Okay. Yeah, doggy doors, man. There are like so many tasks that I get that I just don't do because I either don't have the tools or the experience. But even if I do, there are certain requests that clients have that's like, it just ain't worth it, you know? Like a doggy door, right? I would not mess with that at all. It's just I don't know what it is. I'm live streaming, so for whatever reason, my screen, I have an optimum top of the end, all the way maxed out brightness. But for whatever reason, it's showing, it's like dim as hell. So it's hard to see anything. And I love Paper Magic, man. It's just super expensive, dude. And the computer I have, I can't play Arena on because the requirements. So I'm hoping for it to go on mobile eventually, but I guarantee you Magic Arena is going to be in beta for a long time. I mean, hell, Magic the Gathering Online has been in beta still since its release in the late 90s, or early aughts, I think. Yeah, early aughts. Was it like 2005, 2006 Magic Online came out? And God, it looks like, it's rough. Hey, Tool Life, thank you. I appreciate that. Super chat hype. Yeah, the gig economy videos, dude. So it's like, so here's the thing. I'm glad that you bring that up, because moving forward, I do want to make some changes to my channel, but I don't really know what to do. And there's things that I want to do that don't filter in with what is, I don't know, it's so weird. So I told myself 2020 I'm going to be making videos, and I've written out probably about 5 different scripts, different formats, different things and ways to make videos that you guys would find informative and enjoyable, but also videos that I would enjoy making. And so moving forward, at least for the first 5 or 6, I'm going to try something new. They're going to be scripted. Everything I'm going to be doing for the next little while for scheduled upload videos are going to be scripted. Oh, yeah, TaskRabbit, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, and I got to do a video about this. AB5, man. Oh, so here's what's going to happen. So I bought this ladder just for this job, right? Guy never showed up, long story short. So I'm not going to hold on to a ladder that I don't have room to store. And also it cost me like 25 bucks. So I'm going to go to Home Depot. I'm going to change it out. Do me a favor. Well, I'm just going to return it actually. Do me a favor, please. I love talking to you guys. Just do me a favor and don't leave. That's all I ask. Because I know the moment that I walk in that door, because it's like metal everywhere, like there's no reception, and I don't want the stream to cut out. So when I go into Home Depot, it's not going to take me very long. I'm just going to go in and come out. Please just chill for a little bit. I'm going to leave the phone in the car. You guys can make sure that no one does anything sketchy. But yeah, so AB5 is coming out, man, and it's so for those of you that don't know, that do the TaskRabbit thing, there was an email that's put out, and when they put out their Home Depot is a rough one, man, because every time I go in, it's like I always see something I want to buy. Like today when I went in there this morning, I saw 2 things, and it's like, I want this. And one of them was a Milwaukee pin light. It wasn't like thin, it was a thick pin light. And for 20 bucks you get a pack, or for $30 you get a pack of 2 of them. And I'm like, dude, I want that, man. I want that. I have a thing for lights, having access to lights. Back when I was doing HVAC, like I had so many different lights, dude, for any kind of situation, because you're working up in attics and stuff. But the thing is that kind of pushes me away from lights is that they're battery powered, like interchangeable batteries. And it's like, dude, I don't mind paying money for a light that is durable, that has a built-in battery that I can recharge, or even, something like that. But anyway, I saw that, and I saw a bag, like one of the tool bags, like the rolling bags. Sometimes I just go window shop the sinks. I'm telling you, man, like home improvement stores, it's so weird. It's like whenever you're into something, like that's like what you do on the daily, or that's something that like interests you, and you go around these things, it's like, oh my God, man, like there are so many tools I would want, so many accessories, like it was just a bag. It was one of those rolling bags, like you unroll it, you put your drivers and stuff in, your pliers, whatever, and then you just roll it up. And I was like, dude, that's a great way to keep organized, because I just throw stuff in my bag. What if I, had a roll, like I'm justifying with myself this purchase, and it's like, that's $16, man. It's $16 that's better spent on gas, it's better spent elsewhere. So I have these justifications, but then I have that come to Jesus moment where it's like, most likely, even though this bag is cool as fuck, this rolling bag, and it would fit in my daily carry, I know me that I would not take the time to put it back. I will take the time to take my tool out, but me knowing me, but that's something I do need to work on in 2020, is I need to be more organized. That's one of my resolutions, is to be more organized, which is a very good resolution to have. Okay, so I'm at Home Depot. I'm gonna go return this real quick. Bear with me, give me like 5 minutes or so, just hang out, leave a whole bunch of comments or whatever. I'll be back. Just let me return this. Yeah. Mace Valor not signing off. We will continue. I do want to talk about AB5 and what it means for us. Okay, how many people did I lose? Oh, careful with that, man. Dude, I love that toolbox, man. It's like, I don't really use it so much for organization as I do for storage, and occasionally I'll bring it with me to a job where if I need to get just a little higher up, it's like, oh, this will get me like a 1.5 feet, 2 feet higher up, so I don't have to like buy the ladder or anything. But all right, so AB5, what it means to you. So this is a video I do need to like actually script out and all this stuff because there's a lot of info that goes into it. And this is about Assembly Bill 5 in California. This bill passed in California and it targets app-based gigs, right? Like TaskRabbit, Tackle, Handy. The only gig economy platform that's been doing anything to change with AB5 are Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, like the food delivery ones and the rideshare ones, but oh my God. They're actively fighting against it. TaskRabbit is just sweeping through and making changes. So if you, in 2020, starting January 1st, if you're new to the platform, you have to have a business license. If you're already in the platform come January 1st, 2020, you have until April to get with your local whatever, Chamber of Commerce or whatever, for whatever county that you live in. And what in the fuck? Oh, I wish you guys could have seen that. Oh, it's so weird. It's like a SUV, but they have an office chair strapped to the top of their vehicle. It's funny. So so come April, we have to get business licenses. And then they're also going to require that we have our own insurance. Like, these are all things because AB5 is basically the law in California that states what is an independent contractor versus what's a traditional employee. And based upon the legal wording and the current laws and regulations and legislation, of course, Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, Lyft, like all of those food delivery and rideshare companies, the way that they operate their business within the law, those drivers / delivery couriers are employees by the ABCs of employment. And TaskRabbit's a really weird one because we can choose our own rates and we can adjust things with clientele. We're seen as independent contractors, which is it's good, right? Well, the downside of it is the fact that, oh, what's up, bro? Is he up in this bitch? Yo, dude, what's up? Oh, so in Las Vegas, we have to get business license. Shit, that's the thing. And if you know anything about living in Nevada, there's no income tax, but anything you do with the government is expensive as fuck. So it's a few $100s you're going to be paying for a business license come April. And that is just to keep operating. But here's what's going to happen. This is actually it's a double-edged sword. There's a silver lining to it. And I'll use Las Vegas as an example. So if you go and look for a tasker in Las Vegas, there's a shitload of them because they're letting in more people. A lot of these people only do it on the weekends. They only do it part-time. And their rates are super low, because that's the way TaskRabbit, when they look for people to join the platform, they target people like, oh, as a side hustle. But most of the people that are on the platform that do it on the daily, like me, it's their full-time job. We may not have full-time hours, but they advertise it as like this part-time thing. So those are the people that they're bringing into the platform, right? So you have Las Vegas, it's just flooded with people that are doing this part-time. And it makes the market, it brings the market down. When you have a lot of people in and everyone's trying to get a job, a task, oh God, the people in Vegas cannot drive, dude, like at all. Sorry. So it makes the rates go down because it's like if you have 30 different taskers that will do a job for 20 $25 an hour, and I'm at 35, I'm less likely to get hired. Well, for the client, it's 40, 41. I'm less likely as opposed to them to get hired, right? But if we're forced to get business licenses, you're going to see that a lot of these part-timers are going to go away. It's like, well, then I can't do this because it's not something viable for me to put this much money forward when I don't work that much on the platform as is, because it's like it's a side hustle weekend job thing. So those people are going to go away, and the long timers, the ones that actually do this work, we're going to stay. But because of the added costs, we have to pay for insurance each month, we have to pay for business licenses, our rates are actually going to go up. So the available amount of taskers in the area is going to go down. And the cost of the ones that remain is going to go up. We're going to see at least a $2 to $3 on average increase for that offset cost of all the stuff that we have to pay for on our end. So it's just something to be on the lookout for.
Hi, what is here?
Can I get a large Diet Coke and that's it?
What am I at the first one? Thank you.
Sorry, I've got all this crap. So just, it's something to be mindful of moving forward. I don't want to be doing this anymore. And I've expressed that to you guys before. I'm tired of doing TaskRabbit. It's like, I don't want to sit and be a negative Nancy, but it's just not the kind of work that I envisioned at my age. But I'm doing it because, just like fishing license, it's best to get early. Absolutely. Contractors is harder to get. Yeah, that's the thing though. So the way it is with TaskRabbit, you just need a business license. So you essentially need to make an LLC with that registration and all that stuff. But then that's where it gets complicated, because in certain areas of the U.S., you can't get a business. You can't even make an LLC unless you have. Why is that message being retracted? I don't know. So. Well, TaskRabbit just said business license. It didn't say anything about contractor's license. And the reason why they said business license is because not all taskers are contractors. So you'll have people that are on TaskRabbit and the only thing that they do, the only thing that they do is like cleaning, right? Or waiting in line, or errands, or, you know, not even like the value on TaskRabbit don't do furniture assembly, home repair, plumbing. They don't do all the electrical. You should not own scene, but you have to have. You need the licensing for electrical. You need the licensing for plumbing with the whatever state you're in.
Large Diet Coke?
Yep.
108. Thank you. Would you like your pennies back?
Yes.
Receipt?
Yes.
All right.
The whole thing's a joke, man. And yeah, it's like, so AB5, does it screw us over a little bit? Yeah. I mean, this is more red tape. This is government control. No. But at the end of the day, when you really look into it, these companies, and I'm the kind of guy where it's like, hey man, if a company's profitable, it's just capitalism. But there is a line, there is a dividing line to where a company just being profitable and successful, and a company actively taking advantage of its employees. Because it's their fucking job, and they should just give it anyway. And I don't always ask for a receipt. If they give it to me, they give it to me. But mainly it's my change. People want to scoff, and it's like, so I gave $1.10, $1 and a dime, right? Got 2 pennies back. The guy asked me, do you want your pennies back? And it's like, why are you even asking me? It's my change, it's my money, it's the principle of the matter. You know, I've been to places where I was supposed to get like, what, 30, 40, 50 cents back. And I had to wait, and I was like, where's my change? It's like, it's just coins, you want them back? And it's like, well, yeah, it's my change. Couple jobs, including me. Interesting. See, I'm not in California anymore, so I don't really know the law of the land over there. I do know up in Washington, at least in King County up in Seattle, with my mom and sister doing their home renos and stuff. They're very anal about taxes up there.
One nice Diet Coke.
Thank you. Like, they tax the fucking 2019. Can we not have decent fucking reception anywhere that we fucking go? God, I'm sorry, guys. Like, this fucking pisses me off. I can't stand that, like, I'll be anywhere in town and then just reception just fucking dies. Like, so haphazardly. I'll just be driving down the street and then for whatever fuck odd reason, oh, no reception anymore. Might be 2019, but you're living in the fucking 80s. Sorry about that. That really grinds my gears, man. 2019, can we not get our infrastructure set up properly? We've had decades and decades to implement proper communication infrastructure, yet we're still struggling from one block down the road to the other to get decent fucking cellular reception. Anyway, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. What's your 2020 goals, Mace? 2020 goals. I want to lose weight. I've plateaued. I lost weight in 2018, gained a little, lost a little, gained a little, lost a little in 2019. I've kind of plateaued. I do know that to make that next step is I actually have to work out, which is really hard for me. So instead of telling myself I'll work out because I know I won't, I'm going to focus on eating right and becoming more active, at least maybe going on walks, doing slow incremental things to improve my overall health. But I do want to lose weight. That's one of my big things, is I want to kind of get to, hold on, there's a cop. I need gas. I'm gonna go up in this bad boy right here. Sorry, cops just sketched me out, dude. Cause that dude didn't even go up to the line. He like, where did he go? Hold on. Get off the couch. Yeah, I here's the thing. For me, it's cardio. I don't really need to worry about strength a whole lot. Dude, here's the thing. I have nothing to hide. There's no reason for me to be weird with police, but like, I don't know, man. I just don't trust them. We're not allowed to make a U-turn there. Like, I don't even want to go down that road anymore. Like, that's how sketched out by the whole thing I get. So, but I'm gonna go because I need to get home and I don't want the stream to die. Oh my goodness. Do you guys want me to keep streaming? Because I can go home and I can continue the stream. I do have to get off for just a couple minutes to set everything up. But if you want, I will continue streaming. I just need to know from you guys if like, hey, we like this. We want to keep talking. Because I would love to. But I want to know if you guys are actually, if I close down the stream for like 5 minutes and then get back on, if you guys will be back. because I hate going on a stream and there's just no one doing anything. You feel me? That's like why I prefer YouTube, because I at least get people that come on, we chit chat, we go back and forth. Twitch is hard, man, because you get all these weird randos that come in. They just want to say their stupid trollish thing for their 15 minutes of fame or whatever, and then they fucking leave. It's like, let's have dialogue, let's have a discussion, let's correspond with one another about something. You know? I don't know. Mountains look really nice. It's rained recently, but at the higher elevations it snowed. So it is actually very pretty. It's that time of the year where the surroundings of Las Vegas they have an elegance to them that is refreshing, because we don't usually get this. So. Oh, wait. Once I pull in, I'll read the chat, because I got to focus on the road. That cop really threw me off, man. Between the crappy reception and that police officer just right next to me, I'm like, and it's like, I'm not hiding anything, man. I don't go over the speed limit and shit, but it's like, when he pulls up next to me, but he doesn't go up to the line, like he reverses back just enough so he can look into my car to see if I'm doing anything weird. It's just sketchy, man. Alright, here we go. We're pulling on into home. Oh, another goal is I want to move, which that's going to happen regardless, but we don't really know where we're moving to just yet. There's a lot of ins and outs. There's a lot of shit going on right now. Another goal is I want to get my teeth fixed, but that's kind of up to the VA whether or not they'll, because the reason why my teeth are the way they are is because of a dental injury from malpractice while in service, and I've been trying to prove that for a while now, and I finally went down and I have an exam that showcased the current state of my teeth, and I have to use that in reflection to, this is the current state of my teeth that resulted directly from a service-connected issue that I had. So that's one of the big things lately that I'm doing with the VA. I should figure out by February-ish what the dealio with that is. Is this guy like blocking me? So it's all these stickers. So slightly off. Let's read the chat. I got nothing going on. Thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about. Client ghosted you. That was funny, but fuck, dude. Like when a little boy's hiding his porn stash. What you gonna do? I know he looks so sketchy. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. All right, I'm home. I'm gonna get off, but I'll be back on like 5-10 minutes. As always, I'm here so glorious. I'm loving Mace Fowler signing off.